What can you tell us about what's coming up now that she's on the ground, and the interactions maybe going back to the people up top, and what she's thinking?
Oy.
Sorry.
She hit the ground running, or the ground hit her, and then she ran. You're absolutely right. The priority right now is to get to the Ark and talk to the Ark and let them know, like, hey, we're alive, we're okay. Stop killing everyone. Please don't do it. So that's definitely the priority. You saw in the last episode they were screwed with the radio in Bellamy, and then they tried the flares, and they felt great about the flares. We definitely ended last episode on a high note, thinking, yeah, we did it. Sadly, it did not work. So they come to, that obviously plays into the next episode, and they have to go back to the drawing board on how to figure that out. And it's hard because they're so limited on Earth. But Raven's a great asset in just like her mind and making things work. And now they have the pod, which is another piece of like resources they can utilize to try and contact. The radio comes back into play, and we try to work on that again. So it's essential.
Can you talk about the triangle, because it's one of those where you don't know who to root for because you like everybody.
Oh, I know, right? I want Finn and Clark to be together. Like, taking me out of the picture when I'm watching it, I'm like, they're so good. Like, I love them. You're absolutely right? I actually like this triangle too, because it's not so cliche in the fact like, ooh, he took her man, like, ooh, she's messed up, like, it's not that, it's actually very complicated. Finn had no idea he'd ever, it's like if your boyfriend went to Mars and shacked up with a Mars, like a alien, like, would you be that mad? I mean, I never thought he would see you again. So it does make sense of how that happened. It does suck, though, because not that much time has gone by. Like, come on. So that's upsetting. But at the same time, which is very true, Finn and Raven have been together their entire lives. They started out best friends, living next door to each other, and like almost like family in the beginning, and then that evolved, and then to relationship, and so they're kind of all each other knows too. And so and even in that aspect, I think they're very much, they love each other, but they may not be still in love with each other. So it makes sense as to why he suddenly becomes very attracted to Clark, and it's just like, it's a whole new world, a whole new adventure, like that. So that's really answer your question. I'd say this triangle is very slowly evolving, and it gets complicated because of the history and because of the circumstances and because Raven really does like Clark and thinks Clark's awesome. So it's kind of like, and she like loves Clark's mom, so it's like, I don't want to hate you, like I don't want to dislike you at all, and I don't want to hate my boyfriend either. So it's very interesting how it ends up.
Over the next 2 episodes, Clark and Raven they have their ups and downs.
Yeah.
But is there a hope for them to actually become friends? Because it kind of seems that it's
well, as far as Raven knows, they are friends. Okay. In Raven's mind, they're friends at this moment. But then, it's just like kind of like I said before, like Raven really doesn't want to hate Clark and really tries to. And I think Clark feels the exact same way, because because Clark had no idea about Raven, so you really can't blame Clark for anything. She had no clue. If anything, it's all Finn's fault. But at the same time, too, Finn got wrapped up in a whole new world also. So the next 2 episodes actually have I'd say the 7th one has a lot to do with that unfolding. Yeah. Have you seen it? Oh, okay. Well, of course you guys know. Well, exactly. Okay. So yeah. So that, you in that situation, it's interesting because they share a mutual interest, and that mutual interest is Finn. So they bond over their love and hate for Finn, but mainly their love. So yeah, it's good.
Will she gravitate towards anybody else on Earth?
That shall be interesting. We shall have to see about that. It's tough when you get your heart broken, and it's kind of like, what's the best way to get over someone? Get under someone new.
Thank you.